One night, I had a prisoner who jammed a piece of Velcro up into his pee-pee where it had gotten stuck and things were starting to swell. It was getting ugly fast, like his face. Apparently, this was the third hospitalization for this kind of thing. It is not the first time. Why are they so weird? Why do guys want to put things in there? You're not supposed to. Stop. But anyways, yeah, we're going over some very weird, gross things that were found in people's bodies where they shouldn't be. Let's go. A fingerling potato in a woman's uterus. A woman came in complaining of pain in her uterus. She eventually admitted that a few months ago, she and her boyfriend wanted to do things, but didn't have any contraceptives, so they improvised and used a fingerling potato. By the time she came into the clinic, it had taken root in her uterus and had actually sprouted a leaf that could be seen at her cervix. She was growing things that shouldn't be growing inside of her. This is a fingerling potato. That is what they used. That is what they put inside of her. Guys, when it comes to food, don't put it there. Don't use it for any of that stuff. It leads to infections. Dentures in a man's throat. We had a patient constantly spitting up really thick white sputum and was unable to eat. He had an endoscopy performed on him, and it turns out that the patient had swallowed his dentures. They were just hanging out in his throat, somehow not choking him to death. How did he not know that you would feel yourself swallow your dentures? They're huge. How is he breathing? That guy's just lazy. A ham sandwich underneath a woman's boob. I am disgusted. We admitted a markedly obese patient with uncontrolled chest pain. Standard procedure is to give them a bath to prevent infection upon arrival to the unit. And it is harder for larger people like that to completely bathe themselves because there's all these folds and stuff that it's hard to reach. And they found a molding ham sandwich, under the fold of one of her breasts, to which she exclaimed, "I wondered what happened to that sandwich." Are you kidding me? Imagine if she just took it from the nurse and started eating it. She's like, "Hey, I was looking for that. Yay, snack time." That's just gross. If that happens, you have a problem. A swimming pool noodle in a man's scrumdiddlyicious booty hole. You heard it right, his butt. My first night as an ER tech, I would have quit. A guy came waddling in and wouldn't initially tell us what happened. Once we got him back, he told us that he had slipped while lounging by the pool and there was an entire pool noodle shoved about 7 inches up his booty butt. An entire noodle, guys. Those things are huge. Yeah, you just slipped and fell on it perfectly. I highly doubt that. Popcorn kernels in a little kid's ears. Why do kids always shove things in their nose and their ears? It's like if there's a hole, they have to put something in it. We put a 7-year-old under anesthesia who couldn't hear out of one ear, so the doctor could get a better look at it. She pulled out not 1, but 3 unpopped popcorn kernels. The kid swore he'd never seen them before. He's like, "I don't know how those got in there. That's such a mystery. Weird." It's because you put them in there. Quit lying. Kids always lie when there's literally so much evidence against them. They could be holding a bat standing next to a broken vase and they will still say, "I have no idea how that happened." The worst criminals. A Yankee candle in another man's juicy booty. A 3-wick Yankee candle, to be specific, that lodged itself in a man's booty when he slipped getting out of the shower. Guys, stop lying. First of all, stop putting things up your butt. And second, quit lying saying you slipped and fell on it. Everyone says that and it's never true. It is statistically impossible. A dozen nuts and bolts in a man's bladder. In San Francisco in the 1980s, a guy came into the ER with pain above his pubic bone. The x-ray showed something suspicious. The surgeon removed a dozen nuts and bolts from his bladder, and there's only one way for those to get in there. How? I have no idea. Am I stupid? Comment below if you know. Did he swallow them? Did he shove it up something? A screwdriver in someone's colon. A screwdriver in their colon that had been hanging out in there for about a month. It required surgery to remove, and it was a Phillips head, by the way. Thanks for the info. How do people just let these things hang out in their bodies where they shouldn't be? It's obviously uncomfortable for like weeks. A googly eye in a girl's ear. That is so creepy. I'm an audiologist. One time I was doing a STEM event for high school girls and was demonstrating a video otoscopy. I looked into one of their ears and there was a googly eye staring back at me. That is so scary. It's like, is there a demon in your head? She said she had put it in there when she was much younger and she could hear it rattle when she would shake her head. Why haven't you gotten it taken out by now? Potato salad and a woman's, hoo-ha, her private parts. My friend's mom was a nurse for many years, and she said the strangest thing she saw was a girl who came in because her boyfriend had stuffed her with potato salad. I love potato salad as much as the next guy, but not that much. I'm not a turkey. You can't stuff me. A porcelain pig in an elderly man's butt. A butternut squash in another man's booty. A bike pump, you guessed it, in another man's butt. Guys, please stop putting things up there, because when you put it in far enough, it gets sucked in, and that's why you have to go to the hospital to get it taken out. You physically cannot get it back out. A goldfish in a woman's, I used to be a 911 operator. That must have been the funniest call of your life. I once took a call for a lady with a goldfish stuck in her, no idea if it was alive or dead when it went in, but she couldn't get it out because the scales were facing the wrong way. That's gonna hurt. The fish is just in there, lost and confused, like, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. What do I do? I don't know. I'm in a woman. And a cheeseburger in another woman's, you guessed it, in her you-know-what. Stop using food for these things. It never ends well, and it's an embarrassing story when you eventually have to go to the hospital. But anyways, that is it for some random, weird, gross things found inside of people's bodies where they shouldn't be. Comment below which one is the craziest, and if you've ever gotten anything weird stuck in your ear or something. And as always, please subscribe, turn on all notifications for the channel and for the app. Follow me on social media, links down below, and I'll see you tomorrow.